let's talk a little bit more about some of these political games, and you have referred to this, and some of this is in the foreign policy domain. The Western media and some of the coverage of the Western media around our elections. Now, you were in Kolkata, I think, last week, and you said that countries which have to go to court for deciding election results are giving gyan on conducting polls. You also earlier said that some of these folks are trying to become active players in our elections. Now, my point is that if India is conducting this election, there are 90 plus crore voters who are voting. Some of these folks seem to have discounted that fact. What do you say to them? The sections of the press that you are saying is biased, whether it is the Guardian report which says, oh, Modi is constructing highways, but where are the jobs? Or the New York Times report which says, India's Muslims in Modi's India, and so on and so forth. What do you say to them? You have 90 crore people who are going out and exercising their franchise. There seems to be a disconnect between the two.
Well, two things. To them, I think the real answer would be given by those 90 crore people on the 4th of June. Okay, I'm waiting for that. Number two, the interim answer which I'm giving is, look, I know what you guys are doing, or what you guys are trying to do, what you think you can do. You think still that this is the old era where you set the tonality and the argumentation. Then your fellow travelers pick it up within the country. Then the public gets influenced by the way the narrative goes. Now guess what? It doesn't work like that anymore. Number one, yes, there are segments of my politics and segments of my media which are very attached to you, and you have a echo chamber arrangement out here. Recognize that. But a large part of my system today is thankfully autonomous of you, that it generates its own narratives, it has its own views, it pushes back on many of those things, and often what you think is my negative, they actually think is my positive. So you might try and skewer me somewhere, they are actually clapping their hands and say, oh, great job. So I think people out there are missing some things. Frankly, in many ways, I think they don't have an understanding of what are the changes in India. So I feel, in a way, we are seeing like a, I don't want to say last gasp, because there will be more, but certainly a kind of a flailing effort by an old business which overvalues its influence, and which honestly in this country has become increasingly irrelevant. They still have their friends. The friends are counting on them. I know that. That's why friends keep appealing to them and cite them. But it's not going to happen.